Hello, monsters abound, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 12 of my Clan Eshin Campaign. It's almost the big 13. Oh, episode 13. It's like Christmas for Skaven with more stabbing. Or less stabbing, depending on how your Christmases go, I guess. I mean, it's always a time for fun. And, good. Last time we fended off some attack. I mean, Ulysses, fucking... Damn right you are, Ulysses. Holy shit. Saw off multiple stacks of dwarves. And now we get to push deep into their borrowy territory. I was trying to make a sexual innuendo there, but I couldn't think of anything that wasn't horrible enough. Pushing into their rear... No. That's fine. Good. Okay, so forget about that. So, right. We... So, right, in 2 turns we are going to have the Assassiny building. Assassiny building? Is that a thing? Good. So we're going to come over here. We don't have the money, but we will be... I mean, I could recruit more gutter runners. The gutter runners are good, but I quite... Right. So, the triads. Now, they're not bad, but I feel like the death runners are just better. Like... I mean, I guess the Eshin Triads are useful against large units, but to be honest, any large unit, I would tend to just kite with the gutter runners. I wouldn't let the death runners get into them. So I'm kind of like, do I really want to have the Eshin Triads, or do I just stack it with death runners? Well, we'll see.
What? Snitch listens. Barely.
It's very hard of hearing. It's difficult. Hello, you want a non-aggression pact? I mean, I can always betray you, so sure. Sure, why not? That's fine, we'll have an non-aggression pact. I mean, if anything, it's kind of nice to see the baddies kind of, well, not teaming together, but at least being somewhat, like, of a threat. I mean, it's taking a lot of effort from me. Well, actually, I say that. I mean, I haven't done anything with the vampires. They're doing it all by themselves, which is fantastic. So, Wood Elves and Confederated. We've got more armor. This confused. I very rarely do the click on the research and let them get, but so that threw me for a second. But we've got armor for clan rats, which won't be useful, but then we are going to be getting the whatever the next tech is. Don't know, not really. Don't. That's fine. Okay, we want to come over here. Wow, I mean, the Empire is looking very bitey. I was like, I'm going to use my whatever. What is it? Anarchy? But hang on. Plunge into Anarchy. There we go. I was going to use my Plunge into Anarchy on Carl when he gets, like, you know, he's strength rank 1 and he has tank divisions and all that bollocks. And I might not have to at this rate because I don't know how well Carl's doing, but I'm going to be honest, if the vampires are out there, then they are a threat to Carl. So, interesting. Interesting. Now, as soon as Ulysses has picked up another unit, which he will do in a couple of turns, we can then push forward. So, Telsian, can you stab this guy? Kargan, Truth Teller. Oh, Telsian. Fuck's sake. What are you like? Can you wound that guy? Virus. Picking it up where Telsian drops it. I don't know. Now, I'm a little bit worried about what stuff that... I mean, they've got enough stack down there. I might get spotted. Let's do this. So I'll come over here. Lay a little ambush. See how that goes. In the meantime, we're having a little assassin meeting over here. Repants. You're coming down here. Triven, you're down here. You're going to come this way. I'm going to keep an eye on what's going on there. Ulysses, as soon as he's got his replacement unit, is going to come up to Crookback Mountain. I could potentially recruit a regiment of renowned, but I don't think any of them are going to be invisible, which is a problem because we know what happens when we have a visible unit in an invisible army. Doesn't work out great for the visible guy, does it? No. Okay, let's have bloody blades. And you're just going to... I mean, I could... the problem is the avalanche mortars, their range isn't very large, so they'll have to be fairly close to the enemy, and then I'll have to position my army around them, because otherwise they'll just get annihilated by the enemy units charging into them. So, won't worry too much about that. Over here, I guess let's get the rubbish pit, because it produces the most income. And that's pretty much what I'm worried about at the moment, just making more money. I need more money. And we've actually got, look at this, positive food. Holy balls. That's got to be the first time fucking ever in this campaign anyway. No, okay, you well, unless we go for, like, the Wheels of Doom. Nah. Just chill. Unassigned skill points. Thyrus, the Sneaky, is having... oh, God, I don't know. I suppose at one point I will put you in the army, so have some warp stars. And, oh, Engine Bolt, I forgot to move you. Okay, you come this way. Do we actually have... We can get another... You're cunning. You've got sharp claws. You're a tactician. I mean, more ambushy sets... I guess I'll get you.
Eshin contract approved.
I guess I'll get you. I mean, ideally, what I want to do is eventually confederate both Clan Scryer and also Queek, and then I'll have Queek and Ikit as armies. And they'll have law-appropriate armies. So Queek will have a lot of Storm Vermin, and Ikit will have a load of weapon teams. And that, I feel like it just mixes it up a little bit. I quite like... Oh, Stitch was wounded. I quite like the legendary lords that sort of give you a lot of flavour for a particular style of arm. And I think that's something that Warhammer does really, really well, is that even within the factions, you can have different styles of army, which I don't think you can really do very... I mean, well, I guess you can do a bit, but with other Total Wars, you just can't do as well. So we were spotted, but it's not a big deal. Stitch was wounded. We've got Winds of Pain, which is what happens when you eat too many Brussels sprouts. And Telsian. Oh, well, I mean, fair play to Telsian. He didn't put it off the first time, but the second time he'd learned from his mistakes. He knew what was going on. He fucking annihilated that guy. He is out of there. He is super dead now. I mean, more than just dead. He is very, very dead. He's not even wounded. Didn't just break his arm. Broke everything. Okay, we're going to flood our assassins through the back alley of the back passage of the dwarves. Keep an eye over there. Good. That's what we're going to be doing. Good. And I'm going to get the triads. I just think having a little bit of. I'm going to bring Thyrus down here. Okay, they do have an army. It's thorgrim. Not a big one, though. What is... Do they have a big garrison here? They do not. Can we... Now, they do have a lot of longbeards. Also, someone died. Did someone die? Oh, because Stitch was in the army, wasn't it? I thought it was Thyrus that was wounded. No, Stitch. Oh, you've wounded one of my sorcerers. Oh, you little shit. Oh, you little bastard. All right, we're going to skedaddle through there. You're recruiting. At some point, I might want to get another army. You know, throwing it out there. Might want another army. You never know. And obviously, Goggle Rat is going to continue his hello.
Undeath Ascendant.
Indeed. Well, that's nice. It was nice meeting you. Bye. Bye. Wow. Okay, so we finally found some Empire. Hockland. Don't they usually start over here? And they're down in Kemperbad, which is not good for them. Also, looks like 54% vampire corruption. Not great for you. How many provinces do you have?
My hand hovers close to my blade. Utter your demand before I raise it.
No. So, you are... Right, you're not doing very well. We haven't met the Empire yet. Weirdly, though, Wissenland are strength rank 3. How the fuck are you strength rank 3? Are you shitting me? I'm strength rank 21. How the fuck are you strength rank 3? You lunatic. What the fuck? You've got 11 settlements. The dwarves have got 18 in their strength. I mean, I have been killing their armies, to be honest, but still, you... What the fuck? Have you confederated with the Empire? Eh? Maybe you were at war with the Empire. Ooh, who knows? Who knows? Okay, Fadify, you're going to come over here. Basically, we just want good vision of where the dwarves are. See, this is intel. This is what you need, intel, isn't it? Intel, that's important. Knowing where your enemy is, not letting them know where you are.
Eshin hears all. Eshin will listen.
Hello, you moon-headed little goon. What do you want? Non-aggression pact. I'll take that. I'll take that. I've got to see what we actually need for victory conditions, because I'm fairly sure I had a look ages ago and I've completely forgotten what it was. So let's have a quick check. So, need to, right, well, that's easy enough. Complete 3, that's easy enough. Perform 4 scheme shadowy dealing. Okay, that's easy enough. Tick. Need to kill the dwarves and Grimgore. Okay, well, we're going to do that anyway. Maintain 50. Okay, well, that's actually pretty straightforward. I mean, we don't need to kill Myrmidons. Okay. We don't need to kill. We've got a Mulder contract as well. And Shife is ready for duty. Excellent. This is what we needed. Right. So where's Goggle Rat? There he is. Little Goggle Rat. A little rat with little goggles. Oh yeah, look at that.
Orders heeded.
There we go. Altdorf. Is the Empire dead? I think the Empire... Did they confederate and I didn't notice? Not that ever happens, of course, but... Holy shit. Holy balls. And we have also built the Thieves' Hidey Holes. We are getting some income coming from those dwarves, which is quite nice. I do want a subterranean pit because that will increase. No, we'll use some of our food, but our food's actually at a really good level at the moment. So I'm going to expand that and also going to Hidey. I mean, 100 maintenance cost is basically nothing, so let's do that. So that's going to increase our visibility by 20, that is by 20, and then we can reduce it by 20, so that's all pretty good. I kind of want visibility because I think that's quite useful. Oh, hello. Hello, we've got someone heading this way, Ulysses. You're going to have to deal with them. No one... Mount Silver Spear is clear. Have you got... Oh, you've got plague. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, that's not good. Right, we want to stay away from that then. Because I don't want to catch plague. This is bloody it's bloody Queek again, isn't it? He keeps dropping plague. He's the fucking worst. I swear, last time he managed to destroy most of his own armies using plague, and now he's going to do it again, although it is very Skaven, as I said before. So I actually thematically, I quite like it. Good. Let's go for the construction cavern, because I mean, an army without a Warlock Engineer is a waste, in my opinion. So we need 4 more turns, and we can get another Undercity in Altdorf. We got one in Kazakarik. What I'll probably do then is I might send him up here to put down maybe in Erengrad or something, another one there, and then we'll sail over to Ulthuan, put one in Lothern, sail over to Naggarond. You know what? I do want to see what's happening in Naggarond, because I have a suspicion that Tretch might be doing very well for himself. So do I want to stick here? You know what? I'm gonna skedaddle down here. Why can't I hide? Do not have enough movement range. Nope, you're quite right, I don't. Never mind. You don't have walls. I can hinder your replenishment. No, you can't. Tyrus. We've run out of money. Yes, we've run out of money. Okay, let me just scurry through. Telsian, you're going to go this way. Need to know where those dwarves are and how to best knock out their armies. Good. Come over here. I mean, as much as I hate commanding all of these assassins, it is very useful. It is very, very useful. Increased speed for missile units. Holy shit, does that include our gutter runners? That's insane. I hadn't even considered that. They've got a speed of 71 at the moment. They're faster than most cavalry. Okay, pestilent scheme performed by Clan Mulder, so they're still alive. Great indication. Okay, that's interesting. Naggarond are dead as a Carcassonne. Wow. Okay, interesting. So it looks Corone might have. Oh, and there's Calador's over there. Wow, there's a whole bunch of stuff happening in this campaign that I've never experienced before, and this is great. I like campaigns that happen weirdly, and weird shit happens. It's really boring when you always know, like, the Empire's going to be very strong, the Dark Elves are going to be very strong, the High Elf, I mean, you know, Tyrion is going to go to war with Alariel because that's just what happens. I like stuff where it just goes a bit mad. Oh, guys. Guys, come on, guys.
Scurry. Hide, conceal.
Okay, lay a little ambush there.
Think so.
You're going to come down and assault the garrison. There is plague all over the place. And it looks like Thorgrim has run away. So I'm going to take this. Oh, there's literally no garrison. Interesting. Okay, let's loot and occupy that at rank 3, because we can. And sure, let's do something like that. So Karakazul is there, and then Black Iron Mine is up there. So if we can take this sort of like this line of forts. I mean, the fact that Thorgrim just legged it is highly entertaining. Are you at war with the dwarves? No, for some reason you are not at war with the dwarves. Do I want to kill you, or do I want to try and confederate with you? You are friendly with Queek. Okay, let's try and be friends. I don't know why they did this, but most of the Skaven factions that aren't the main ones are listed as passive, so they don't do anything. But that's not true for most of the other minor factions. Like, if I have a look at these guys, so they're defensive and an underdog, but they're not passive. Whereas most of the Skaven factions are just passive. And actually, I'd quite like to see them do stuff. Like, maybe... I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I was like thinking maybe there should be like a flag, like if an empire gets too large, it should be flagged as passive or defensive, so like it tries to consolidate itself. So rather than just being incredibly aggressive all the time, which I guess would make sense for like Norsca or Chaos, but for the Empire, like, do they really need to be invading Norsca? Probably not. Doesn't really seem very viable, but they often do, don't they? So I would like to see something a little bit, you know, I'd like to see like some of the factions just chill out a bit when they get larger, just because they're still a threat. I just think it makes the map more bland when there's sort of no fresh options to fight. And I like fighting different factions. Like, I'm fighting the Dwarves at the moment, that's great. If we get to fight the Skaven in a couple of turns, great. Get to fight the Greenskins again, brilliant. More Empire, fantastic. Bring it on. All the different factions to fight. It's always good.
You take me for a wazzock.
I do, yes. Hello, you've blundered into my ambush. How unfortunate for you. Obviously, dealing with the dwarves. First things first, you take out their artillery, and that's exactly what we're doing. Dropping a little disruption vortex in the centre there, just to knock out those missile units to give us a little bit more time. And you can see the artillery already taking a lot of damage, dropping a vortex on it as well, just to try and help out before they can turn and bring their weapons to bear. That would have dealt with that. Okay, their artillery is predominantly out of action. Those organ guns just being whittled down. There we go. They are out of action now. Do have a gyro bomber. And our assassins did nip in very quickly and do some damage to this enemy lord. Almost actually took him out, but then the slayers came in and we decided we needed to get out of there. So our assassin squad currently leading some of those slayers away, giving the gutter runners time to deal with the rest of the army. We have our infantry coming in from behind. You can see these units are currently trying to focus on the gutter runners, the slingers over there, and the normal gutter runners over on the flank. Now we have the Eshin Triads clashing with the Longbeards. And then the Death Runners coming in to deal with the missile units. Go locking them into combat, making sure they can't bring those weapons to bear. They do have a unit of Bogman's Rangers and Thunderers over here, though. That is a bit of a problem. But the Death Runners are going to be chopping through their opponents very, very quickly. These Iron Drakes are a bit of a problem for us. They have been letting off a little bit of fire. Not a huge amount. They've been a bit busy trying to dodge other things, and our clan rats moving in there. We're going to concentrate our fire on these Iron Drakes now, deal with them, because our gutter runners do tend to end up a little bit clustered. So whittling these Iron Drakes, they've already got 17 kills, so let's make sure they don't get any more, eh? Getting a little bit close, aren't you, boys? Yeah, good luck with that. Right, good. Elsewhere, these slingers have been having some issues with enemy missile units that keep chasing after them. They've also got a gyro bomber who is behind them, and currently he's been dropping bombs. He's been shooting at us. Basically, he's being a pain in the arse. So we need to put a stop to that. So as soon as these slingers have dealt with this last unit of Bugman's Rangers with the help of the gutter runners, the slingers are going to turn around and knock that gyro bomber out of the sky. Look how fast it just goes down so quickly. Already it's like, oh, this was a terrible idea. And you're like, yep, it was a terrible idea. Down you go. Unfortunate. Good. Right, we've got some Bugman's Rangers over here, but a few volleys from our gutter runners is going to put pay to that. Death Runners have been mopping up everything else. A few Bugman's Rangers tried to get away there, but the Death Runners have just been hacking them apart. Some Thunderers opening fire on us, this is unwelcome, and our Assassins getting caught in combat with the Slayers. It's not working out very well for them. They need to get out of there. The Lord has been having a bit of a rough time, though. But our Master Assassin, Ulysses, of course, has just been yeeting shurikens at people, which is just... They do a lot of damage. They do a lot of damage. So Assassins getting out of there, running for their lives. Talking of running for their lives, it's exactly what the dwarves are doing. Desperately fleeing in all directions, trying to get away from the slings and shurikens of Clan Eshin. How's that working out for you? Not great? Nah, I don't think so. Now everyone is pulling back because our gutter runners have formed up a little defensive line, so we're going to lure the Slayers into. They seem to be chasing after Ulysses when they spot him, but Ulysses is just yeeting shurikens. And now the Slayers are just going to charge directly into a hail of fire. I mean, I guess it's one way to die. Another quite nasty dwarf army. Ulysses yet again bossing it. I kind of want to take. No, I'll take replenishment, and we can finish them up. Finish them up. Finish them off. Eat them up. Eat them up. Finish them off. Finish them off. Eat them up. Hello. What do you want? Military access, and you're going to give me money for it. Okay. I'll be honest. I'm not super invested in traipsing over your lands if I don't have to. We've got a dragon helm. That's garbage. Oh, and Burlock critically failed to assassinate Repants. Got to take everything, so more income from sacking settlements and magic item drop chance, which is of course always nice. And Deathmar Snitch is an engineer. Good for him.
Master Assassin.
Okay, I think we're just going to repeatedly hit Crookback Mountain. Or at least try to. Come on, guys. Don't know how effective that was. Can assume not very. Everyone's ranked up. Okay, definitely more. Yeah, infiltrator. Absolutely. And do we already have replenishment on one of you guys? I can't remember. Yes, we do. Okay, so we don't need replenishment. But stabbing is good. Being fast is good. All that good stuff. Oh, and then of course we've got Toxide here, who can get magical reserves.
Assassin.
Okay, we're going to move up because this is plagued.
Ready to kill.
So we don't have to worry about that. That's under siege.
No.
I mean, they may be passive, but they're not sitting back, are they? And they're not sitting on their laurels.
Silent killer. Yes.
They're going for it. What the fuck does... I mean, a passive... What does passive mean, then?
I like you.
A calm boat they will only aid their closest allies and only fight the most enduring nemesis. So I guess they really hate the dwarves. I guess that's what they'll... God damn it! Quake! Fucking... Oh, every time. God damn it, Queek. God damn it. Hello. Hello, Thorgrim's back. Hey, Thorgrim. How's it going, buddy? How's it going?
Let's have it, lads. They trespass on our mountains and expect
Once again, Deathmust Snitch got immediately spotted. Even though he was standing next to Lurk, who wasn't. Maybe because he's the general? I don't know. I don't really know what's going on there, but either way, it looks like Deathmust Snitch is killing Thorgrim, which just is, I think that's what happened in the end times. Meanwhile, the rest of the army is being massively overwhelmed. I mean, it's not even close. Deathrunner's coming in to mop up those miners. Thorgrim is getting a lot of shurikens in the back and a lot of daggers in the front. How's that working out, buddy? You big beardy twats. Not good? Good. Eat it. Well, that worked out. I mean, that was never going to be... The result of that was never going to be in question, but it was still quite therapeutic. Let's just eat the captives, I guess. Shadow Magnet Trinket. So, increases missile parry if we have shields. We don't have shields, so... And Deathmust Snitch is a grudge killer, which gives them more construction cost reduction and also research rate. Which is very nice. Okay, we're going to leave Spite Peak and head north. Now, these guys... Oh, they're not plagued.
what is unthinkable.
Well, let's bop them a little bit. Driven as a stealthy scourge. Lovely.
Clan Eshin.
Let's make you immortal and also a gutter fighter. Because at some point we are going to make the full assassin. I don't really think it's going to be that effective, but you know, I give the people what they want, even if it's a terrible idea. I just don't think, because I'm doing it at the moment with Isabella, but the thing with Isabella is that all of the heroes have the ability to regenerate themselves, and they've all got winds of magic. And like the vampires themselves don't actually do an awful lot of damage. It's the winds of death for Isabella. That's what does it. Effectively, the vampires are just mana batteries. And so with the assassins, I think what's going to happen is they're just going to get picked off one by one. It's just not going to be that effective, in my opinion. Could be wrong. I'll hold my hands up and say I'm wrong if that is the case, but I just can't see it personally. But we'll give it a shot. It'd probably be fine against like weak armies that we could have defeated easily anyway. I think against like particularly strong armies, I suspect it's probably not going to be that effective. Okay, let's get sneaky. You are 2 ranks away. In fact, let's have a... Do I want to do anything with this? I don't think... I don't think 5% weapon strength is really going to be that useful. I guess more health might be quite good. Okay, let's try that. Splinter is getting wrapped. Karuta. There we go. And Lurk is going to be elusive. And they're all pretty chill at the moment. Everyone's fairly happy. Good. You are getting a gutter fight. I don't really know who you are. Oh, you're this guy. You are meandering around there. Where's Goggle Rats? Now, Goggle Rat, how long before you can do this? 2 turns. Okay. So, tell you what, come over here. We might head in this direction, and then we'll come back and lay the Undercity. You know what? I was thinking about maybe taking it, but I really want to find out what's going on in Naggarond. So actually, at that point, I'm going to send Goggle Rat across the sea. He's going to go and have a look and find out what the fuck is going on over there, because Malekith is dead, and there's someone. I mean, my suspicion is it's Tretch. That's my guess. Right, Telsian, you're coming out this way. Just going to keep bopping people, causing them pain. Ulysses is going to go and take Crookback Mountain. Repants, you're going to assault units. Everyone's failing. I'm surrounded by failure. Stitch is back. Where is he? Where's little Stitch? There he is. He's down. Oh god, we're plagued everywhere. Okay, now I
don't think so.
Right. Okay, Virus, you need to damage these walls. Virus, you had one fucking job. That job, damage the walls. What did you not do? You did not damage the fucking walls. It's so hard to find good help these days. Okay, it's not really going to have that much effect. Okay, we're just going to chill here for a sec. My guess is the garrison is probably fucked. Because they're plagued. Because, I mean, we're plagued, and look how fucked we are. So, theoretically, they should be pretty fucked. We just need Thyrus to be able to damage those walls. Make a little entryway for us. And just going to be doing stuff like that. Excellent. Right, Ulysses. You're going to take Crookback Mountain. Yep, that should be fairly straightforward. I think I'm going to have to wait for... We probably can take them. Plus the garrison's fucked. They do have some... I mean, miners are awful anyway. Do we take him? Oh, do I wait for Stitch? And the thing is, it is plagued at the moment, and how long is this plague going to last? 4 more turns. To be honest, I don't really want to catch the flu. I don't want the Rona. Quick's been bloody screwing it up. Screwing up. Plaguing people. I mean, Quick, you don't do it there, you moron. Look how much damage you've done. Also, I kind of forgotten I was at war with Grimgor for a minute there. That's unfortunate, because he is... How many settlements does he have? I'm going to assume not many. He might only have this one.
It's fighting time.
Grimgor, oh, you've got 4 settlements. Okay, fair enough. I was being a bit derogatory. No, you do have some settlements over there. Fine. Okay, so I've got to keep an eye on that because he will be... I mean, Spike Peak is undefended at the moment. I'd kind of forgotten he was down there. And also plagued, so double win there. Right, we're going to wait to take Karakazul. We're going to let them stew in their own filthy juices for a moment. But Ulysses is going to take Crookback Mountain. But that's going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you in the next episode.